morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another day. It's Wednesday already. Can't believe it. Feels weird saying it's Wednesday on the second day of the week, but it's Wednesday. What's up, everybody? Good morning. For Nurky, so early this morning. What's up? Good morning. Justin, Discipline, Boba, Arthur, good morning. Rick Rod, what's up? Good morning. How's everybody doing? Snacks, what's up, man? Good morning. I turned that little chat box off that was on the screen. It just didn't fit right. Okay, good lunchtime. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here. I see we have a couple gainers this morning we'll get into in a second. TradeStation, yeah, usually those updates, it's the same. Arthur, Bacchusor, probably dehydrated. I feel that. After it being 90 yesterday, I'm sure most people are probably partially dehydrated. Yeah, a lot of the TradeStation updates don't do a whole lot. Snacks. I did get the account alias though, so it doesn't show my account number anywhere, so I can't get doxed there. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got going on. Get some of that music going. So yeah, I was using Epidemic Sound 2 Snacks. That's what I used yesterday. Go back into that. Yeah, I just searched streaming on there, and there was a live stream playlist that I liked. That's not right. You guys taking any trades yet? There we go. Gotta fix one more thing real quick. Well, we've made it up to 843 out of the goal of 1,000 subscribers, so we're getting there. It doesn't update any that I get overnight, though, or not on stream, so I have to refresh that every morning. What's up, Azul? Good morning. Boba? You guys have VTVT? Yeah, I pulled that up. That was the top gainer. So that had news, I'm guessing. Let me pull up the news for VTVT. That is our top gainer of the day. Quick pop from 57 to 120. Wow. Ascended, good morning. VTVT. Weird PR time, huh? 6:54. Today announced entry into agreements that include a $25 million investment by G42 Investments. So collaboration and license agreement. Daily 200 is at 108, so it's already tested that range. Over that, there's clear resistance around 145, 150. So that's what we got going on there. Specifically, I'll keep that up. MTP also, same range, looks like. So MTP, didn't that just split recently? Or is that a different stock I'm thinking of? So there's MTP. MTP announces fast track designation for their development of their drug. So So MTP, fast track designation. Two decent gainers in the same range though. Hey Matt Smeriglio, thanks for the follow. The subscribe. Oh, MKD is what I'm thinking of. You're right. You're right. Yeah, MTP. Yeah, it's a bio. I remember trading that during COVID. It had some crazy spikes. So fast track designation here. License agreement here. T and XP. Okay, that one definitely just recently had a split. So the chart definitely has a range on TNXP. Let's see why it's up. And it was a monkeypox one. Yep, there you go. TNXP announces issuance of U.S. patent for smallpox and monkeypox vaccine. So there's that. They got their headline. They made sure to throw that in. So that is going to definitely be in the monkeypox basket now. If they start running like crazy, like SIGA and GovX, TNXP is going to be that third dog in the race. So not much action there this morning. What are we looking at on the S&P? Thanks everybody for showing up this morning. I appreciate it. That's not right. Okay, so SPY is actually up 0.3%, so no crazy moves yet this morning. We went up yesterday and tested 416.5-ish, and then had a sell back off, and then a bounce. We're still hanging around this range, trading sideways. There's nothing wrong with trading in this range for a while. I mean, we held 390. Now we're back in the 4-teens. So, I mean, trade sideways here for a few days. Consolidate. You know, slow down. Just a little bit. You don't have to move 2% up or down a day. But I could see it retesting 408 at least. That was that level from here. And then 405 below that. So 405 to 408 could still easily get a retest. Maybe it would end up forming like an inverse head and shoulders if it came back down here and then went up. Maybe a few more sell-off days. We'll see. Ibanez Base, good morning. Thanks for the subscription. So, what was I going to look? Oil. So, oil, and I always look at USO instead of CL because CL doesn't load very well on TradeStation. But it did barely make the 52-week high yesterday. Sold off big after. But it did make the 52-week high on oil yesterday. Today we're up a little here, 0.43%, but we are down overall from the top. I haven't specifically seen anything to make oil potentially go down. Wow. So I just saw a tweet from Unusual Wells that says U.S. summer fuel shortages could be worse than the 1970s oil crisis, says IEA chief. Let's hope not. I wasn't around for that, but I've heard that that was not good. So MTP up near 1 still, so is VTBT. Let me look at both their level 2, see which one's heavy, which one's thin. So MTP looks pretty thin overall. VTVT looks pretty thin as well. They look about the same level 2 wise. MTP's had 2.3 million volume so far. VTVT has had 7.6 million volume so far. So a little bit more volume on VTVT, but it has made the bigger move. But they're both kind of in the same range, competing for that. Who's going to be the $1 breakout ticker? Ooh, what happened to CASI? Oh, that's not right. The loser list says it's down 83%. And then TradeStation says it's up 75%. That must just be some kind of anomaly. Hey Zeus, what's up, man? Good morning. Amazon's been on a tear the past few days, straight up. But they have the stock split, so it's a forward split, 1 for 20, or 20 shares for 1. I'm sorry. So the price will go down, the share total will go up. Everybody wants to be able to get in because they know once that price gets down to an affordable level that more people are going to want to buy in. I mean, Amazon is Amazon. So more people are going to want into the stock once it gets cheaper. That's just how it works. That's how Tesla worked when it did its split. Like it was 1,000. I think it split down to a few hundred and it was back over 1,000 in a few months, if that. Not saying that's going to happen in these market conditions, but that's what everybody's anticipating. At least it's a run up to the split so far. VTVT1 test here. $19K on the bid, or on the ask at 1. So it's through 1 now, 101. They're refreshing now. So there's a 20K bidder in the 99 range. And they're trying to get through that 1, but it's refreshing here. No 5-minute candles closed over 102 yet. So there's their test. And it's, I mean, it's sort of an ascending. It's short term. So there's your VTVT chart. MTP is not as pretty. It's got some strange wicks. I don't know if those are like program candles, if that actually dipped like that, but it doesn't look as pretty as this. Up to 103 now. Does have some selling pressure on the tape though, you can see it. $45K bid at 101 now. So it has 2 minutes to close over that 102 level to be over the pattern. Still struggling with it though. 102 must be a big level. Is this the one that 108 was the 200? Yeah, 108 is the 200. So it's right in that big daily resistance level. Just hanging around. If they do reject it here again, I mean, next candle could open under here or push through. or it could open under here and come back down to try to retest the bottom. And the bottom's near 95, 96. So bulls and short-term traders right now really want to see this push up through. Looks like they're trying to reject it for now, at least. So it could open here and still push higher, though. But it is still struggling with that 102. Good morning, Charlie. What's up? Looking at a few different things. VTVT and MTP are the top gainers. We looked at oil this morning, talked about Amazon, been on a run. TNXP had a monkeypox patent for their vaccine, so that's up a little bit. Besides that, a whole lot not moving yet. 10 more minutes till we have the 8:30 news. So here you go. Just what I was talking about. If it rejects this level, it may come back down and test the bottom trend line. So we actually rejected. It's coming back down. Good morning, AC. Discipline. How long have I been drinking Blue Powerade? Oh my gosh. A long time. I drink one every morning. It's probably not the best. It's got 250 milligrams of sodium, 35 grams of sugar. But that's like my one a morning thing. But like I said, I drink a ton of water outside of the Powerade and the one Dr. Pepper. I don't know. Something about it first thing in the morning is just better to me than drinking water. Oh, they have a buyback. Okay, I missed that. Yeah, Mullen had a nice move yesterday. Actually, I think I put that in the title. The Mullen cult lives. Ader, Paul. So keep watching this level here. We're not getting the breakout yet. Ader has nice daily range if it would get a reason to really take off. Near support. But it really has no reason to run it this very second. SNOA usually runs on news and pre-market and then dies, so whenever it has news, it's a good one. What's up, Florida? 53% bump yesterday. You talking about Mullen? Alright, this song's a little too slow. Yep, Mullen. Yep, absolutely. They had the battery news, like their battery test come back to support data for like 600 miles on one charge, which is pretty big. So we were watching it in pre-market at open. It actually went straight up to around 150. Daily has range. It's an ugly daily, but it has range to the 50, 178. Price target of 21. Yeah. So maybe VTVT next 5 minute can push up through here. This pattern lasts all the way to 9 a.m. though. But it looks better than this. MTP's volume's dying. I mean, the volume's slowing down here, but at least the pattern's still up. Eric Apple, thanks for the subscription. Good morning. I mean, somebody out there can put whatever price target they want on it. $21. I mean, sounds pretty cool. Sounds good to me. So back to the one test again on VTVT. New 5 minute now. So there's some decent bidders in. It just doesn't have the volume to push it up through that 102 level. So there it's up through 1 now. So it might be a trade right here through 102. 102 getting eaten. A little bit of a refresh wall. Okay, 103. Can this be the candle? And then they threw in a 1 ask as soon as it was breaking through to 103. Okay, 1 got eaten up. 25K bidder now at 1. I got a small entry at 1, but I'm going to risk 99. There's a 150K bidder there. If he gets smashed, I don't even think I want to be in. $160K bidder there. Volume slowing down though. It needs to really break through 102. Okay, he pulled. Trying to be patient here, but I don't want to see it fall back down again. Double top 103 again. So 1, I mean, is always a big resistance on a penny stock. If you're under 1, over 1 is big, but we're struggling with 1 to like 103 right now. Yep, it rejected. So I got back out of that position for 1 cent loss. Is what it is. It's worth a shot. I mean, you take 1, risk a cent for potential 3 to 5, even 10 cents. So. And I'm not saying it's dead, but we're still stuck in pattern. Now we've double topped here, 103. And it's testing the bottom trend line too quickly. So this took a while to happen. This didn't take hardly any time to happen, and now we're about to test it again. So it could break down a little bit further now, since it's rejecting the top end so much. Shanghai's full COVID lockdown has officially ended after 2 months. Yeah, so this is going to need some decent volume to push this up through 1 now. Because it's starting to show signs of complete rejection from 102. There's another large bidder at 96. I don't know about this song either. See, this is a good website, but I don't know about the I don't know many of the songs. Let's look for another. That'll work. Alright, so we're still stuck here. MTP's not even moving anymore. TNXP. Kind of strange looking chart. Yeah, I had the buyback program news here, and they had the patent news here, so they're really trying to get the stock price up. But you can see why. Look at that. So 8:30 news popping. See if I see anything worth mentioning here. BMEA new preclinical data in 2 diabetic animal models. It didn't say what data, so you got to read through all this now. So it sounds positive. Is it life-changing though? I don't know. So yeah, there's not a whole lot at 8:30 there. So maybe now we'll circle back to what's already been in play, and something will break out, whether it be TNXP, MTP, VTVT, or maybe Muln would start pushing back. Let me pull up the level. Mullen's level 2 is just nuts during the day. Trades like a billion float, even though I think it's only 250 million. Mullen needs up through 150. So yeah, there's like a 70k ask at every level on MULN. You guys see anything else? This is still in pattern. Alright, so yeah, so TNXP needs over the 350 level. That chart's just looking very strange to me this morning. QUIK, new 3 million contract. Not very huge. trying to find a decent playlist that I actually like the songs. Maybe Mullen will get going here. It looks like it's got some algo volume. It's already got 7.6 million volume on the day. Oh, there's TNXP pushing. Let me pull that up on the level 2. TNXP, yeah, it needs through 340 up to 350 level. It's getting some decent volume coming in. Let's look at the 1 minute. 1 minute's roughly riding the EMAs here, with 340 being the top. Needs up through 335 and then 340. So there's 336. A little bit of selling pressure. 25K bidder now, 337. So 338. There's it up through 340 now. 343. So there is volume, decent volume coming in there. I would imagine it would take a 350 test now, but nothing's certain. There we go, 348, 349, 350. Nice breakout there. That was solid. Yeah, I don't know about this song either, my gosh. So 350 will probably reject a little. I mean, it could just blow right through, but it should be resistance. To some degree, at least. Yeah, Boba, no problem. Yeah, I caught that. I didn't announce it because I took small and it was happening quickly. But I got 334 as we started to push up through with volume, like right here. I was hoping for a 340 test, but we blew straight through to 350. I've scaled most just because it's pre-market. We hit 350-ish target. I got 16 cents total. I didn't get a perfect exit, but now I could just ride some with a, you can do a small profit stop. You can do for even stop, whatever. I mean, you could sell all. It doesn't matter, but I'm trying to hold a little bit just in case we do happen to blow through 3.5. Let me know if you find a good playlist on this website, Snacks. It definitely has some decent songs, but these playlists are all over the place. It's got SIGA curling. There's one song on this playlist that always gets me. It pops up and says copyright. Oh well, we'll go with this for now. So we're still over 340. The ticker I was talking about, TNXP. TNXP was the breakout. So it was getting volume consistent up around 330, so it popped through 330 here. I probably chased a little bit, but I ended up taking 334, and it made the push through 340. Now it's pulling back just a little. You want to see it flag here on the 1 and then make a push higher here. I'm still holding very small. Yeah, it was TNXP. So you want to see it make a push back upward here. Just a little at least. It doesn't have to go to 350 immediately on this candle. And also this is still in play up here on VTBT. So this would be a nice 1 minute flag if maybe the next 1 minute, which coincides with the next 5 minute as well, will push higher here up through 340. So, I mean, VTBT would be playing the breakout now, but it's tough because it keeps getting stuffed every time. You could try to potentially snag the bottom on the trend line and then maybe risk a couple cents there. That would probably be the safest trade. So TNXP on the 9, EMA on the 1 minute. It is trying to push back above. You want to see it really push through 340 here. $350, as you see, was a pretty big target as it starts selling back down here. So I've got a mental stop. You obviously can't set a stop loss on pre-market, but I got a mental stop around my entry just because I don't want to take a loss on this position at all now. I'll just reposition entirely if I see another setup. But yeah, they're kind of walking it down here. GHSI. Little spike. It's up 8% because it's so cheap. It's a cheap penny. I mean, if pennies get running. Oh, I had news. I'm sorry. GHSI announces agreement with Omega Quant Laboratories. So GHSI news. 18-cent stock. So it actually, I have the 5 minute up on the other chart. It went down and tested the 9 on the 5 and held so far. That's a good bounce. It's a really good bounce. Actually didn't sell my the shares that I had left on it because I was reading the comment and looking up GHSI, so I've still got my small shares. Looks like volume is coming back in a little. So we got a doji candle right here on this current 5 minute on TNXP. So, but it did have a big bottom wick. So overall pretty strong of a bounce there. 340 is a big level for it to get back above and gain that support back. 15 minute. Yeah, 15 minute looks very strong. Looks like a breakout over through 25 for 350. But, I mean, you have this daily. That helps a whole lot. A lot of range. Float is low now. And it had 2 different pieces of PR, so. Alright, we're pulling back again. We'll have to see how the next opening of the candle reacts, because this could be a 2-candle pullback after the big push to 350. But you can look at this volume here. The last 2 5-minute candles have been mostly red. Volume red and candle red. I think I'm going to sell my 1,000 under this wick at 329. So 328, I guess I'll roll. Nothing else going on. Muln over 150. Muln and TNXP. The more this hangs out right here, the less I like it. So VTVT is still top gainer, but not liking it as much. TNXP, I mean, if it could push back up a little. Okay, I added back to my position a little bit, 334. I'm going to risk 330. So I'm still at my original position cost. I'm going to risk 4 cents now. And I have all that gain from before as a cushion. So I want to see this push back up here, though, on this candle back towards 340 would be nice. Volume is slowing down, though, that's for sure. Get back there, 334, 335. There we go. So we're pushing 340 now. 339. Okay, 340, a little rejection. Volume is coming back in a little bit though, so that's what you like to see. Yeah, I tried to add at the right time. That's what I try to time up most of my entries to where in the next minute or so it's either going to fail or it's going to go. So we're back through 340. I've scaled a little bit. Gonna try to ride this position up towards the 350 level again. No 5-minute has closed over 342. And remember, any trade I take, don't follow it blindly, please. I've been doing this for years. And I'm not giving advice in any way. This is just me telling you guys what I personally see. But we're up about 6 cents on this position right now, we are showing some resistance at 340. You don't want to see a tweezer top at 342 because that would be the body closing as high as 342 and then wick 342, wick 342. So if it could get a push through 340, 341, 342, be doing much, much better. 20K better at 338. Come on, volume. Let's push it through. Mullen now 152. Okay, I've moved my mental stop up now since we're struggling with this 340 range. Maybe a cent above my entry. So to take a win on this particular position. It can still push through, but I would want to see it happen a little faster than it has. Okay, could this be the push? This candle, in my opinion, is either going to be over 342 or under 329. This is the big candle. Okay. Now down. They might try to pull the trap move because that was really close to a fail right there, and they held it. So let's see if they pull the trap or if that was it. It happened so fast I didn't even sell. So we're still hanging on. 5 minutes still looks decent. We bounced right off the 9 on the 5 again. If this candle could end green, that would help. So above 337. Volume just comes and goes, and as you see the 5 minutes sloping down the volume. Needs a good volume spike and it can go, but if it doesn't, it's just gonna sell right back off. Well, it's went from a good breakout, decent bounce, and now we've slowed down so much that it's stuck in a 3-cent range. So that's where we're at on this. It's back up through 337. There we go. Come on, push through 340. Chart looks good now. This candle has went green. Just needs some volume to come in. Up through 339, 340. And then we got to get through that illustrious 342 level. Okay, 340 gone. 340 bidder now. $341 getting eaten. Now 342 really has to smash through it. Okay, refresh through now. 344, 345, 349. Okay, 350 test again now. Through 350, 357, 360. Scaling some right there. Scaling more. Yep, we got our breakout. We got our breakout. So holding a little bit. Now you can just let freebies ride, baby. We got 334 down here. So you saw as soon as it broke that 342 level, it skipped. That was huge. So we're up through 350 now. The daily has room to 4. Has room to a lot more than 4, but we'll not get ahead of ourselves. 375 to 4 will be next on the checklist. Thanks, Jesus. Yeah, that worked out perfectly. Thanks, Snacks. It's nice when they react how they're supposed to react. That was a nice flag. We kept testing the levels. We were stuck in between. Volume was low, but if the chart's good and volume's low, volume seems to come. So now we can just hang out, scale some shares up, and ride the rest to wherever. Hey, Potsy, good morning. Yeah, that was a solid trade. That's what we want to see. I want one of those every morning. Coming up on 9 a.m. though, and you guys know I always talk about it every morning. 9 a.m. some weird stuff happens. So it may wait in this range till after 9 and then make a decision to push higher up towards 375. But now there should be no reason there's a loss taken. We got a decent breakout. You scale on that breakout up, the parabolic spike, and then you just ride with the stop loss. Okay, look at this. We're coming back down to perfectly retest 342. See how key that is? 342 retested and hammered. You want to see that hold now for sure. That was a big breakout level. I need to step away for just a second. I'll be right back. All right. So we're still hanging around. Looks like it held the 342 level perfectly. So big breakout, perfect retest of the breakout level and hammer. So that's pitch perfect. That's what you want to see for strength. And now we're back up, just about to retest the 360 level. Still riding my shares. I was pretty confident in this. That's why I was able to walk away and have shares. See if we get through this top now, 360. Morning, Shiny. What's up? How's it going? Okay, so it is 9 a.m. See if any news comes out. That's good. SRNE had news, but every time that gets news, it goes down, so not even going to pull that up. I don't see anything. Nothing that screams buy at 9 a.m. You'd like to see one more push on this before I open. This seems like a below its load and pre-market one, but that's fine. We're in. And we're in cheap. So hang around here. One more 5-minute candle. Maybe next 5-minute 905 candle can push higher. Definitely has to hold that 342 level. So back up to 351 now. If they could get this candle to go green, that would be really big. The 9 a.m. candle. 352, 53. Some good action on this. It's acting correctly so far. 25K bidder now in at 350. He's up through 353 to 355, and then it should shoot right to 360. Okay, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, through 360 now. 362 test. Perfect. So that's two perfect reactions this morning on this ticker. It feels to me like we're going to 375, but I don't know yet. But it feels like we're going to 375. Yeah, this has been solid so far. This is exactly what you want to see. Green volume. It is decreasing a little, but this was a big breakout. That's why that volume is so high. Thanks, Potsy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I would try to say everything I was thinking because sometimes, like, I can describe a trade in hindsight, but if I talk through exactly like what's going on in my mind, I think it might help you guys to get the right mentality and the reason that I see what I see. Because I can draw lines all day. I can draw patterns. I can say this should break out over this. But if I'm saying it as I'm seeing it, it should help. and I appreciate it. Glad you guys are doing good. So it only broke high of day by 2 cents, so I don't like that much. I would want to see it move a little bit higher. It's not dead in any way. It's still got good strength, but the high of day was only 2 cents. Want to see it continue to push higher. This 5-minute green volume, though, is higher than the last. We're almost up to 1 million on the 5-minute candle. But we got the selling pressure. So we're coming down now. It's trying to go red on the volume. Sounds good, Potsy. I appreciate it. Glad it's helping you guys. So this is not ideal. This candle is not ideal. It's going red on the volume, going red on the candle. I actually took my last bit out right there. It could go down and bounce and end up over 360, but the fact that we pushed higher on big volume through high of day by only 2 cents and ended the whole 5-minute candle red, and the volume ended red, I don't like it. And maybe I hopped out too soon. I mean, it could have a huge green push here, but I made my trade, and I'm fine with it. I'm glad you made some money on that discipline. That's great. But yeah, it's still flagging over this nicely, but I just don't like this particular candle. And I view things pretty short term. But that's the thing, if you're over PDT, there's nothing wrong with, if you get out, if you're seeing your particular pattern or your particular setup, and that particular setup fails, there's nothing wrong with getting out and waiting for the next one to set up. Oh, jeez. I think I shut the door. Hold on a second. So VTVT ended up testing one more time of the 102 level, and it could not get through. So now it's pulling back. Where's MTP at now? BKSY. Ah, it's doing it this morning. See, we're getting green volume now back on this. Even though I've been doing this for 6 years, I'm not perfect, and I see things that spook me out, I guess, and I just get out. This could still fail, this could still rip, but me personally, that was the end of the trade for me. The daily is wild on BKSY. It's just, yesterday was a big blow off top. We had that early. I ended up selling too early. We had that for the, like, 280 break or something, and it went to 370. HSDT is now the second top gainer. Was that? What is that? Had news this morning. Launch a patient therapy access program. That looks fishy. That looks like a special. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay attention to that one. But that's about it. Where's SPY at now as we head up towards the open? Same level. Oil, same level. Not much moving. Overall market this morning. You guys see anything else moving? I use TradeStation. So this is TradeStation, my broker. Snacks uses TradeStation as well in the chat. It's okay. I like the software. The broker isn't the best sometimes for slow fills and slippage, stop losses, stuff like that. It opens at 8 a.m. instead of 7, but I really like the actual platform's great. Yeah, HSDT, I don't know. It had news this morning at 7:05. I don't know why it's running right now. Let's see. I have no idea. No idea why it's running right now. So this is still trying to fail TNXP. So I probably made the right decision. Yeah, HSDT is the top gainer. Direct access. No, I just use intelligent fills because the direct access ones charge commission. I could if I wanted to, but I don't. Trading room on HSDT. Okay, see? I thought that looked a little fishy. A little pump action. You don't have news at 7:05 and then randomly at 9:09 or whatever time that was get this much volume. 9:08, 9:09. Just doesn't happen. And they'll use the tactic of, oh, this was missed news. It's not missed. People that know, people that have the news software. Oh, is it Ponytail? Oh my god. Yeah, Lance, VTVT, I mean, it still has potential, but it's starting to fail this short-term trend that we had set up. Could hold the 20 on the 5 here on this candle, maybe push back up. It could still break out after open. This could be one that, you know, I've talked about looking weaker into open to lead to a better push at open. Slowing down now, though. Last 15 minutes before the bell. But I mean, we had a good trade this morning, and if I didn't trade anything else for the rest of the day, I'd be good. I'd be fine. I'm going to try to upgrade my stream materials before long, get a webcam, 1080p, and get an actual mic. I know this doesn't sound the best. It sounds like I'm talking to you on Xbox Live Party Chat, but we'll get there. We're still just starting. This is only week 3. I want to get a boom mic so I can have it here, move it out of the way, tap to mute. Get a webcam so the camera's not dying. So TNXP pulling back one more time to the 342 level. It could still hold this level, but it's trying to push through to the downside. He used to sold back off, but it's holding the 450 level. So 440, 450 is holding. Just got to watch oil, and oil is creeping up today. So Houston's down 5%, even though it did have a huge run yesterday. It's down 5% while oil is up 1%. So keep that in mind. Sometimes that correlates, sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes there's a delayed reaction to this after this is up for the day. Hold on one more second.
Five gum is for the 5 seconds before a thrilling moment, a new adventure, an experience outside your comfort zone. As the clock ticks, you recharge, restore, and get ready for life on a whole new level. With bold flavors like cobalt peppermint and rain spearmint, 5 gum is for daring to dive into the unfamiliar and beyond.
We got a 5 gum commercial. Great. We need a good song to end the stream with here. Final 2 songs. 2 or 3. So VTVT going a little lower here. Support's going to be 90. It's not perfect, but support is at 90. TNXP trying to hold the breakout level, but it's starting to look worse. So this one already selling back down. If it was a pump, let's see if it makes its way all the way back down here before open. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Bitcoin's back over 31, huh? So it survived. It was in a huge like bear flag zone, and it ended up breaking up. So Bitcoin lives. It loves the 30K range. So maybe that'll get a push back up towards like 35. 35 to 37 if you like Bitcoin. Where's Mara at these days? Wow, Mara is at 10 bucks. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. This was 80 bucks. First it was $1 or under $1. And then it was 80 bucks, and now it's back to 10. But when Bitcoin starts reversing, this is my go-to, Mara. That's like the lead dog miner. TNXP held the level. Guess we should have added one more time down here. Yeah, 1 to 30 was nuts on Mara. It was stuck at 1. It went from like 70 to 1, and it was stuck at 1 forever. And then it finally broke through and just went. So 342 held again, huh? I didn't play it this time. But it's holding the 9 on the 5 and the 342 level. Decent volume coming in. So this pattern looked much, much cleaner than this one. Same result. But this 2 candle pullback, 1 small candle at support, and then breakout looks way better to me than break high of day by 1 cent into a red candle, red candle, red candle, and then go. This is more what 2022 has looked like, and this is more along what I've traded for the past 6 years up into this year. Yeah, Amazon will probably keep running through today and tomorrow. Look at this. We're almost back. I told you. The pump, the sell-off. So this still might get the 375 push before open. I'm not playing it up here, though. It's not worth it to me, considering we caught the bottom twice. There's no reason to. This close to open, too. It's already coming up on 920. But looks like high of day coming. Yep. There it is. As soon as the 5-minute candle switched, pushed up to 370. So we hit 372, 373. Very strong today. So 375 is right here. That was a big candle. That was from 342 again all the way up to 370. I want to see how this reacts before I hop off. It's funny, this camera battery lasts like almost exactly the time of the stream. It's flashing red right now. But where the market's been very slow and very bad lately, I've been allocating my funds elsewhere. So once things get more consistent and we get more in a groove, I can use some money to upgrade. It really wants that 375 test in pre-market. But it can't quite get there. Got to 372 and pull back. That's a rough 375 test though in my book. So now it's coming back to test the previous high of day breakout zone, 360. 360 to 362. But it's 922, 922.30 actually. I think I'm going to go ahead and hop off, call it a day, switch over to everything for open. I usually have to go feed the dogs before open, so I'm going to get that in. But thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for the subscribes to the channel. Turn on the notification bell though if you want to be notified every time that I go live. I try to go live every day at 8, so it's nice and simple. But that just gives you a heads up. Glad we got a good trade today. We got TNXP twice, really. Up through here once, up through here again. So we got 2 trades on this, very smooth. It was an overall pretty solid Wednesday morning. So I will be back 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Hope to see you guys again. Thanks everybody for being here. Nice watching the trade live. Yeah, thanks man. Thanks Rick. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to actually take a trade live, talk through my thought process, and it actually worked out. That was fantastic. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.